Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media, and I have a very different style of video for you guys today. So you can tell I'm in a different filming location, and that is simply because I needed more space. So the camera is a little bit further back, and because of that I have to use my lav mic, which for the life of me, I can't position it correctly, so I apologize if the audio is not up to par on this one. I'm doing the best that I can though. So anyway, a few weeks back, the website Movie Palette reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in receiving a movie palette from them in order to review it here on the channel. And I'll be honest, a couple of years ago, I stumbled across Movie Palette on Instagram, I think is where I saw them. And what they were offering, while I thought it was unique, I didn't know if it was for me. So given the price, because they're not the cheapest things in the world, I ended up passing on it. But when this opportunity presented itself, I figured, you know what? Why not? Get one in person, give it a fair shake, see if it's anything that I want to have up on my walls or not. And so I said yes, and here we are a few weeks later. My movie palette has arrived, and this thing is, well, it's large. So I am excited, and you can see there it says the art that hides a secret. So I will get this thing open in just a minute, but yeah, I am so excited about this. And what's really cool is that Movie Palette has provided me a code that all of you guys are able to use if you like what you see here and you want to purchase your own in the future. It gives you 15% off. It's Cinefessions 15. Use that promo code at checkout and you'll get 15% off whatever it is that you order from moviepalette.com. But stay tuned to the end. I'll repeat that. Just make sure that this is something that you're interested in. Before we move any further though, let me ask you to hit that like button if you have a second. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to this Movie Palette unboxing. And I'm not even telling you what movie it is, at least not right away. We'll see if you guys can figure it out on your own. So this actually fell out of the box as I was moving it around, and this is kind of just what Movie Palette is. So basically, as it says here, they take every single scene from a film, whatever film it is that they're making this movie palette out of, and then they take the average color, whatever the dominant color is throughout that scene, that becomes the color for that scene. And then they put all of them together in chronological order, and that's your movie palette. It is just a bunch of colors that represent each film, that represent each scene in the film. So it's just colors. Like, that's why I wasn't sure if this was for me or not, but I figured why not give it a shot. So that's what the movie palette is. And frankly, like, it's one of those things that you need to see to truly understand. And so that's what we're going to do today. I am super curious if anyone will be able to guess what this is. So as I'm opening this, as I'm talking about it, let me know down in the comments below if you can guess what it is before I finally tell you at the end here. But all right, so let me see if I can get this thing open. I'm thinking I probably don't have to do too much there. Well, I guess I do. So we're going to flip this over and I'm going to grab my knife real quick and cut this open so I can get this bad boy unboxed. All right, so I got my knife. We're going to pop it open nice and easy. Close the knife so I don't hurt myself because God knows I don't know what I'm doing with the knife. So, all right, here we go. I hope you guys are able to see this whole thing. All right, here it is. I'm going to set it down to the side for a second. I'm going to pull this out. Try not to hit the microphone. All right, so this says you are now holding art that hides a secret. So this is just what you'd get with it. Has a Jerry Maguire quote on it. You had me at hello. So that just tells you what the movie palette is. All right, are you guys ready? Here it is. This is interesting. There it is. All right, so this is the movie palette, and let me talk about this a little bit. So this is, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the size, 30 by 12, I believe, and this is the premium version. So this runs an MSRP, I believe, of 120. That might not be the MSRP, but I know you could pick this up right now for $120, at least at the time of filming this. So can you guess what movie it is? There's no way I would be able to guess what movie it is. So I will mention, when I was going through, it took me a long time to finally pick one because, frankly, there are so many options on Movie Palet's website. Movies that you would never expect them to have. Like, it blew my mind. Like, Spring Breakers is on there. You can get Halloween. You can get The Thing, like those big horror movies. So many Disney movies are on there. And what's really cool is that on top of that, you can actually like send in a request to create your own movie. I have no idea if that costs more money, but I think it's about the same cost. But yeah, so this movie here, I'll give you some hints before I have you guess. This is a movie that is, I consider it one of my all-time favorite horror movies. And it is from maybe 2006, 2004, somewhere around there. So it's like a mid-2000s horror movie. And I thought this was just a perfect combination because it mixes colors that I think look really cool. I think they'll look good up on my wall. Plus, it's one of my favorite movies. So I was debating between this one, House of a Thousand Corpses was one I was debating between. The Matrix looks really cool if you like all those green colors. But ultimately, I ended up deciding on this one here. So I'm going to tell you what it is. But again, make a guess down in the comments below. But this one is a movie palette of The Descent. So one of the most claustrophobic, like super gory, just fantastic horror movies out there. So when I saw this, I thought the colors looked fantastic and I needed to have this one out of all of them. So like, let me think here. Let me take a look at it and kind of give you my thoughts. I'll be honest, the colors don't pop quite as much as I expected them to. You know what? Let me get this this plastic off of it to give you guys a better look at what this is. Hopefully without cutting anything here. This is on a canvas. It looks like it is ready to hang. It has stuff on the back. So let me see if I can get this off real quick. All right, so there, yeah, that's a much better representation of it. So the colors aren't quite as bright as I remember them being. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice it. It says it right there. The Descent. Can you see that? That's cool. I didn't even notice that. So you guys might have been thinking, what a moron. The title is right on the movie palette itself. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of what I was expecting. So this is great. I am so thankful that Movie Palette offered this to me. And will I put this on my wall? Yeah, I probably will. Do I think that this is worth $120? Well, that's going to be completely up to you. Would I spend $120 on another one? Honestly, I probably wouldn't, if I'm being completely frank, which I feel bad saying because I did get this one, courtesy of Movie Palette, so I didn't spend anything on it, but it is very high quality. But I don't know if this is the type of art I want all over my wall. I do love that it does have The Descent on there so you can see what movie it's from. And I love like all the different colors here. I think they look really great. But I don't know that I would have a bunch of these up on my wall. Like maybe if I had like the Matrix, quadrilogy or the Alien movies all up on my wall, maybe that's one thing, but I don't think I would do that. Like this is cool, but it's about what I expected. I'm not floored, I guess. And I feel bad saying that, but it's what I thought it was going to be. It's colors and they look pretty cool. And I love the idea behind this. It is such a unique idea. So that's my movie palette. Like I said, I will put this up on my wall somewhere eventually. Let me show you guys the back so you can see this is ready to hang. It does have hangers on it right there, whatever those are called. And I mean, this feels like good quality. Makes a funny noise when you tap on it because it's pulled so tight. So, I mean, I can definitely see why they consider this a premium quality print. So good on them. If this is the type of thing that you're looking for, then I don't see why you wouldn't grab one from Movie Palette. Like this is a really good, high quality print. I think the colors look really nice. It's of high standard. It's a good quality print. It's just, is this the type of print that you want in your house? And that is something that is going to be 100% up to you. So that's my movie palette for The Descent, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty cool. But like I said, I don't know that I would buy a whole lot more of those. But again, before I wrap up here, I just want to say thank you so much to Mark over at Movie Palette for reaching out, offering to send this to me. This is awesome. Definitely putting this one up on my wall. And if this is something that you guys are interested in, you can go to moviepalette.com and you can get 15% off by using the code Cinefessions15 at checkout. So this is the first ever promo code I have. So again, thank you to Movie Palette for reaching out. This is awesome, and I'm so thrilled to have this. But it's not going to be for everybody, that's for sure. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Is this something that you're interested in? Or is this something that you might think, well, it's kind of cool, but maybe it's not for me? I want to hear what your thoughts are down in the comments below. And more importantly, were you able to guess what movie it is? Like, I would be shocked if you were able to guess, at least without looking at the little, the tag down there. I did get this one for free from Movie Palette. So thank you guys so much for this. This is really cool. But again, let me hear from you guys down in the comments below. Are you interested in these? Is it something that you might pass on? Let me know what your thoughts are down in those comments below. I always appreciate all of your support down there. So thank you so much for all of that. As always, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk one media type, I talk all things media, as you can tell today. Be it movies, video games, graphic novels, books, if it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.